Seven of Cups, Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands, Seven of Swords, the Moon, Five of Swords, Page of Pentacles. You're feeling a sense of overwhelming. You're feeling overwhelmed in the relationship as a whole, Sagittarius, okay? Or in your love life. If you're dating or you're trying to date and it's just not working, you're feeling overwhelmed. If you're dating, you're feeling highs and lows. And if you're in a committed bond, there's disconnect and then you're reconnecting. So there's a whole spectrum for you, Sagittarius, this month in December, because you're coming from a place. The main theme for you this December, Sagittarius, is choice. All right? You have choices. You have options. What do I want in love? Is this the love that I want? What's best for me? What's best for them? How do we make this work? Okay? Do I want to date one person? Do I want to date a lot? Do I want to be married? Do I want to move with my person? I'm changing jobs. Do I want them to come with me? All right, there's a lot of options here. And you're actually kind of looking for guidance. You're actually looking up into the heavens, Sagittarius, for guidance. You're looking for clarity. All right? Please, can I see some smoke clearing so I can see what's the best option for me? What route do I take? Who do I be with? How do I act? Where do I go? Okay, so there's confusion, and it's because of all these highs and lows for you, Sagittarius. Now, you tend to handle them very well because being a Sagittarius, one, you are a fire sign, so you love change, you love taking action, you love newness, freshness, okay? You love uncharted territory. So this is an actual, even though it may be a state of confusion for you, Sagittarius, you actually really thrive in that environment, okay? You love moving, you love change, you love options, okay? And what a more perfect card for you, Sagittarius. Literally not a more perfect card for you in December, because the Page of Wands, first of all, pages are the messengers, so they bring messages, okay? Wands represent fire signs. And you, Sagittarius, are the communicator of the zodiac, all right? And luck tends to be on your side also, because I believe that Jupiter is your ruling planet, and you kind of just go, all right? And you love every minute of it. You love the adventure of life, okay? You love communicating. You love talking to people, new people, old people, everybody, okay? What a great month. So you're probably traveling for the holidays. You're meeting up with friends and family. There's a lot going on, and there's lots of talking. And, you know, with regard to your love life, if you're not already in a committed bond, you have options, and you have the option to choose one, okay? And I'm sensing that you have, and there's a new beginning of a relationship or a new reconnecting on a very emotional level with a partner, because what's in your recent past is the Ace of Cups. And this is a new beginning. It's a fresh start, okay? It is emotional. You feel connected to each other on a very emotional and spiritual way. And I say spiritual because we have this dove here. And it's almost as if the heavens are offering this beautiful relationship, emotional security, right to you, right on a platter. Right to them, right on a platter, okay? You could be involved with the water energy, and I say that because the foundation of the month is the Queen of Cups, and because the Ace of Cups is a cup, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean that. It can also be somebody that has a water energy in their rising sign, or their moon, or their Venus, okay? Or it could just be very emotional connection. So something's coming from your past. you still are having options, or you're still very busy doing lots of things. And I clearly see that because in your future we have the Ten of Wands, and this is the card of overburden. I mean, you're feeling burdened. You're carrying too much. Okay? There's too many activities going on. All right? But again, just because this says there's too many activities going on doesn't necessarily mean that you're not thriving in that environment, because you do thrive in that environment. Okay? What's grounding your December? The Queen of Cups. So emotions running high in a very positive way. All right? You're feeling connected. You're feeling supported. Okay? Someone's offering you support, love, guidance, warmth. Now, the Queen of Cups may be, and again, this is watery energy, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The Queen of Cups can be male or female, but it can be a little bit of a drama, over-dramatization of the emotions, okay? So, a little bit of a drama queen at times, all right? So just kind of be aware of that. And this is interesting because we have the Knight of Swords that's crowning your December, Sagittarius, and this is knights, like pages are the messengers, knights are the action, they take action. So there's swift energy coming from somewhere, okay? And someone swooping in, trying to do whatever needs to be done, say whatever needs to be done in order to make something work. So there could maybe have been a fight. I'm not sensing that there's really a fight or an argument. There's just so much activity, and you might be kind of feeling like someone's coming in and trying to push everybody around and take charge of the relationship, which you don't really like, Sagittarius, because you have a lot of leadership qualities, and because of your extensive experience with communication and travel and new horizons, you naturally fall into the place of the leader and the planner. But some energy is swooping in, and it might be related to this new relationship. Maybe something happens, or there's so many communications that you just kind of lose touch. I'm not sure, but there may be some drama, over dramatization of something with your partner, and then there's like a lot of words and a lot of swift action. Okay, maybe angry words, maybe directive words. So swooping in and trying to do something. Now again, in your future, we talked about this. We have the Ten of Wands and staying busy, staying active. This would be very overwhelming for a lot of people. Not so much you, Sagittarius. However, this card does represent feeling overwhelmed. So this could just be with all the holiday activities that are going on. You could just feel overwhelmed a little bit. But again, keep in mind, and you know this, Sagittarius, you thrive in this environment. Okay. Now, how your partner is seeing the relationship is, and maybe how a little bit of you, how you're seeing the relationship. We have the Eight of Swords. So somebody's feeling a little bit bound by their thoughts and their worries, okay? Swords represent thoughts and worries. So if someone's being a drama queen, it could be in their head, they're just like, they could be building up all this drama in their head. Maybe you talk to somebody at a party, maybe you saw an ex at a party, and then they are getting all worked up about it. And so there's, their mind starts spinning, and they feel like they have to take action or fix this or say that in order to kind of reconnect to you, but you're already connected, all right? They don't feel that way, though. But you also, Sagittarius, don't really like to put up with that activity. You like people to kind of stand their own ground and show they can take care of themselves. So a lot of times these situations will just kind of like die down after a while. So a lot on your plate. Somebody's feeling a burden, overwhelmed with their thoughts. They're feeling paralyzed and bound. So the key here is that they can easily step away from this, step away from these thoughts. All they have to do is just remove these bandages and this blindfold, which are very loosely tied, and move away from their thoughts. Okay, the swords represent what's going on in your mind. Okay, very active mind, and they're feeling paralyzed. Okay, so you may be wanting to help them open up and help them stand away by maybe connecting a little bit more emotionally. If they're feeling like something has happened and there maybe is a lot of words or exchange of energy or fight, communicate what's going on. Now, this doesn't represent communicate. This just means being in touch with your emotions. There's maybe some fear here and maybe unwillingness to move forward because you're just wanting to stay and dwell in this moment or in this frustration. Okay, these rough waters here represent your emotional state, and the moon represents kind of staying there. So the key with this major arcana card is it can be a little paralyzing to stay in this kind of a negative dream state, where you let your mind just be, you kind of focus on the negative aspects. But the key here is to keep walking forward, push through that emotional barrier that you've put yourself in and move forward. And when you do that yourself, you may be able to help your partner do that. Okay? Now, in your hopes and fears position, Sagittarius, we have the Five of Swords, and this is a card of there is a fight or there is a disagreement, and nobody wins here. Everyone is bothered and frustrated, and everyone feels let down. They feel like they lost something great in their lives because, yes, sometimes egos flare and you have harsh words and there is a fight and then you both walk away in a big huff. But the key with this card is that everybody's losing, okay? So flip the switch and try to make it work for everyone's benefit, because clearly people don't want this outcome. Okay, so there is a better outcome. What is it? Well, Sagittarius, the outcome that you have for December is the Page of Pentacles, and this is a card of application and study. Okay, so you may know what your partner needs, you may know what you need, you may know what your relationship needs or what you want, what you both want. And the key is not knowing and not talking about it, the key is doing it. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles, I've always loved the yellow background in this card. It's so cheery. The Page of Pentacles is bringing action, bringing messages of action. So if something needs to be said, say it. If you've noticed that something about your partner or they notice something about you that needs to be done, then do it, okay? And this could be an earth sign too. This could be somebody coming in and saying, look, kind of offering you advice. Look, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to say. This is how you need to handle it. So there is communication at the end of the month. It's in the positive light, and it's something that's being applied and after something has been studied. So Sagittarius, it could all just work out fine in the end, because there's a great foundation here. You're both very happy about it. You just kind of maybe get a little mixed up in the negative thought processes a little too much. So try focusing on the positive. Remember this bright, cheery card, and remember that, apply the messages that you're being heard. Take advice. Okay? Share the love. Okay? Apply the love. Apply what needs to be done to the relationship. Okay? And I'm talking about messages because the pages are the messengers. So bring forth messages of forgiveness and activity. What needs to be said in order to make this fixed. Okay? And you already know that because you've been watching and learning. Okay?